y'all, it's your girl Trent, and we are back with another video. So y'all, this video we talking about all the high school advice, all the high school tips, stories, all that. We getting into all that today. So let's go ahead and let's get started. So we're gonna start year by year. We're gonna start with the freshman year and we're gonna end off with the senior year. So just get into the freshman year. My first advice for my freshman babies is do not get distracted, because once you get to high school, it's a whole different ball game than middle school. Like, your time management skills are gonna have to be up there, because when you in high school, if you playing varsity sports and stuff like that, or just sports in general, like, you're practicing over the break. Like, you can kiss your Thanksgiving and Christmas breaks goodbye, and sometimes spring break too, depending on what sport you play. You can kiss them goodbye because they going towards your sport. So your time management skills gonna have to be A1. You have to learn how to keep them grades up. And remember, you are a student athlete, and student comes before athlete, which means you need to keep your grades up, because the last thing we need is you getting kicked off the team because your grades slipping. You could be the best player, you getting kicked off, or you on suspension, you on academic probation because your grades not up. We don't want that. So keep your grades up, babe. Keep them up. That's to all my ladies. That's to all my fellas too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Keep your grades up. If you need help, ask a teacher. If you got to miss practice because you need tutoring, tell your coach that. And some of the times, like, coaches be teaching the subjects that you take. So talk to your coaches. Hey, coach, I'm struggling with this in math. I'm struggling with this in science. I need help with this in history. I need help with this English paper. Talk to your coaches. Communicate with them, because closed mouths do not get fed, honey. So talk to your coaches, let them know what's up, period. My next advice is, these friends, y'all gonna have, I'm not gonna lie to you, you're gonna have some dropout, you're gonna drop out with some people you never thought you'd drop out with. Like, y'all could have been friends from, I don't know, let's just say kindergarten up to 9th grade. You're going to lose some of them friends. And even friends that you met maybe a year or two ago, you're going to lose some of them too, because when you go to high school, like, you're maturing. Like, you're becoming a, you're maturing. You're becoming, like, a better person. So it's like you're going to lose some friends along the way. You're going to lose friends you never thought you'd lose. And guess what? And that's okay, because you lose friends, but you make friends. And I know sometimes they say, most of the people that you hang out with in high school, they not like your lifelong friends. You meet your lifelong friends in college. But it really just depends, because me and my homegirl, we've been cool since we was, oh my gosh, we've been cool for so long. And I ain't finna lie, like, we haven't had the best friendship, because we haven't. We done had our ups and downs. We done got into it. We were telling each other, like, I'm done with you. I'm cutting you off. I just think it's better if we not friends. And we always ran back to each other. So I'm not finna sit here and say, like, every single one of y'all high school friends are not gonna be friends with you in the future, because that's up to y'all. Like, if y'all stay in touch, if y'all stay in contact, even when y'all go off to college, hey, that's good for y'all. But if y'all don't, like, don't be surprised on some stuff. So definitely don't be surprised if you lose friends along the way in high school, because I went through the same thing, trust me. And with me is that I transferred schools, so I definitely feel you on the whole lose the friends things. I lost friends even in my new school, like, you know what I'm saying? So don't be surprised by any of that. All right, next thing I want to say is have a good relationship with either your teachers, your principals, security officers, people in the office. Make sure you have at least a friend, if not a friend, just somebody you cool with, cordial with, that's an office age, because that come in clutch too. You know what I'm saying? Just saying, if y'all got office age, you know what's up. But I say have a relationship with your teacher, because you never know when you need your teacher. You may not understand something and your teacher might help you out. You be like, hey, I don't understand this number. Okay, well, come back to my class, I don't know, during your lunch, and I'll help you out. Or, for future reference, you know what I'm saying, when you need your teacher to write you a letter of recommendation, because when it comes to those letters of recommendation, it don't matter if it's your senior year teacher. Like, it could be anybody that could write you a letter of recommendation. So keep a good relationship with your teachers for that. Always be respectful. Always be respectful. I promise you. It it follows you a long way. Yo, like, people will get, like, you will get older and people will, like, see you and they'll be like, oh my gosh, like, Trinity, she was, one thing about her, she was always respectful. So always be respectful to adults. Like, I always tell them, do not disrespect them, like, at all. It's one thing if they try to take advantage of you just because they got the authority or like they're an adult, but just overall still be respectful, because that follows you a long way. So definitely be respectful with the office people. Always be cool with the office people, because you never know when somebody might sneak and bring you lunch, or you know, you like, hey, can I do this real quick, you know, especially with the office aide friends, because them office aide friends, oh baby, they come in clutch. When you late to class and your teacher say, oh, where you been, and you be like, your office aide friend, she was with me, what's it called, Mr. Such and Such and Miss Such and Such was talking to her. They be like, all right, cool. Or they write you a pass to class and act like that, like a teacher wrote. Telling y'all, it comes in clutch. It comes in clutch. So please, 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 I cannot say this enough. Make great relationships with people, you know, whether it's people your age or people like above you, older than you. And that's another thing, speaking of the friends, it's okay to have different friend groups. Like, you got your dogs, you know, you got the top, that's your dogs, like, you know, like a spider web. It's like, you know, in the center, you got your dogs, like, then the ones you really roll with, you know, people always see, like, you with them. Then you got your outside people where it's like, you know what I'm saying, like, we real cool, but they not my dogs. And then you got the outside circle where it's just like, okay, they not my dogs, and, you know, we cool, but we really not cool like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we on speaking terms, though. Like, I know if I was to see them at an event and I, like, came by myself or my friends ain't there yet, I can talk to them. Because that's how I was. I was, like, the one person in my friend group who was cool with everybody. So, you know, if I go here and my homegirls ain't there, like, I know, oh, I'm going to see somebody I know. Because, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just a cool person. Like, you know what I'm saying? So definitely make friends with, like, everybody. Don't let it just be one person, you know, or just don't let it be a group of people. Like, it should be multiple, like, groups, you know. This is mainly to my ladies, but this is to my fellas too. If you have access to a locker, if you got a locker, you know, whether it's in the hallways where y'all walk into class, an athletic locker, a band locker, orchestra locker, any type of locker, if you have access to that, please, I cannot stress this enough, make sure you have an extra pair of clothes and, you know, a little toiletry bag with some soap, some, you know, some what's it called, deodorant, with a small towel. If you have access to a shower, bring a small and big towel, you know, a razor. You just never know, you know, when something could happen. Like, you just never know. It's not necessarily for, like, girls, like, with their periods and stuff, but I'm just saying, like, you know, dudes in general, like, because I know when I was a freshman and we had afternoon practices, the boys had morning practices. So sometimes, you know, some of them boys come to school smelling musty. I'm like, baby, where your deodorant? Where do you stay? Oh, don't do that. But yeah, so definitely have, like, an extra pair of clothes and, like, a, like, little toiletry bag, because you never know when you might need to freshen up. You never know. You never know. This is the next topic, relationships. So I'm just give my 2 cents. I'm gonna tell y'all my story on relationships. When I was a freshman, so when I first went into my freshman year, I was not in a relationship. I was actually single. You know, we'll do a lot of, you know, time flew by, you know, time flew by. And I actually ended up dating this dude. Well, me and the dude was dating. All that. Me and the dude was dating, and, you know, it just didn't work out. It was my fault, though. I ain't gonna cap to y'all. It was my fault. I admit. One thing, I admit to my wrongs. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. So it was my fault. We broke up. I thought I was gonna start talking to this other dude, but it didn't work out. So I was just single. I was just single for the rest of my high school years. Like, yeah, I was single. I haven't been in a relationship since my freshman year in high school. And people be thinking I'm lying, and I'm like, I'm not. And they be like, so you ain't able to talk to nobody? And I said, talking to somebody and dating somebody is two totally different things. Because if we talking, that means I can still low-key talk to other people. But if we dating, that means I'm off the market. And that means you off the market. So, you know, I haven't really dated anybody. But I say this, if you get together in a relationship, you know, while you in high school and you think y'all finna stay together, it's BS. I promise you. It's BS. Like, y'all more than like, especially if y'all get together like y'all freshman year. Oh no, baby. Oh no. Y'all not staying together because y'all gonna grow up. Like, y'all are going to mature and y'all just gonna start seeing things for what it is. Y'all gonna start seeing people who they are. Like, it's not gonna happen. You know, if y'all do, kudos to y'all. You know, if y'all high school sweethearts, baby, I salute you. But like, don't be surprised if you get in a relationship while you in high school and it don't work out. Like, that's normal. Like, it's high school. Like, come on now. All right, so this kind of reflects back on the relationship, like the relationship topic. But ladies, do not talk to these senior boys. Please don't. Because they only want one thing. Please don't. I promise you it's not worth it. It's not. Please don't. Like, I'm telling y'all, please do not talk to these senior. I don't care how good it sounds. It's not. No, it's not. Like, when you're a freshman, you are fresh meat. And most of the time, like the freshman class, they're actually kind of like pretty and like they're actually kind of cute. You know what I'm saying? Do not let them fool y'all. They only want one thing. That's to the dudes too, though, because it be sometimes like these senior girls be talking to y'all. You know, don't fall for it. Please do not fall for that game, because I promise you it's not worth it. I can't forget this one. Y'all, please get y'all some headphones. I don't care if you got AirPods. Get you some headphones and bring your charger. I cannot stress that enough. Make sure you got an extra pair of headphones. I don't care if you got AirPods, AirPods Pros. I don't care if you got Beats. Always keep you some extra headphones, because you don't know how many times I went to school and I got to school and I said, dang, I forgot my AirPods at home. But guess what? I had headphones in my backpack. So I could still listen to my music. I could still watch movies, watch YouTube. I could still do all of that. So please bring some headphones, an extra pair. Bring a charger, because 9 chances out of 10, like nowadays, we can be on our phone all the time. So bring a charger, because your phone always gonna go, like, about to go dead. Bring your own snacks. Unless you know somebody that's selling, you know, bring your own snacks. Always bring your own snacks. Definitely them three, though. Headphones, chargers, snacks. Always bring them. Like, even if it's just like a little bag of chips or something, always have something you can snack on. Because, like, sometimes you gonna be, you know, you might go without eating breakfast and you just need like a snack to hold you over till lunch. You know, that's what that's for. Or like, you know what I'm saying, like, you get out of lunch but you really didn't eat nothing because you didn't really like nothing. You know what I'm saying? So you just need you a little snack till you get home. Stuff like that. So bring them three, most definitely. If I could go back and tell my freshman self anything, it's that your grades matter. I'm not saying I failed my freshman, because I didn't. I didn't fail. But I had my ups and downs. And it's just like I wish an upperclassman would have told me, like, do good your freshman year. Because if you do good your freshman year, it's going to make your sophomore, junior, and senior year a whole lot easy. My years was easy. Don't get me wrong. Because when I was at public school, like, what they considered AP was like the class ahead of what you was taking. So say, you know what I'm saying, say I was taking what I take, English, was it 2, I think? Was it 2? I think I took English 2 when I was a freshman. So when I got to my when I would transfer schools and I went to a private school, I was taking English 3 as a sophomore. So it's just like your grades matter. And it's just like the better you do in your classes, like, you could do so good in your classes to where it's like, okay, well, she did so good in this, we're gonna put her in 2 sciences so that way she don't have to take on her senior year. So your grades matter. Just keep your grades up. Time management, learn how to balance, you know, friendships, sports, extracurricular activities, you know, with band and orchestra, stuff like that. Relationships, you know, with your little boyfriend, your girlfriend. Learn how to manage that. Like, if you gotta go on a study date with your boyfriend, do that. Please do that. Like, It's okay. If, oh, hey girl, where you finna go? Oh, nothing. Me and Jeremy finna go on a study date. Like, and that's okay. And what about it? And what about it? And what about it? So, yeah. Let's get into these sophomore year tips. One. Geometry. Please be ready because it's not easy. It's not easy. I'm not saying it's just but hard, but it's not easy. It's not like a breeze. It's not easy. You learn it about angles, shapes, triangles, quadrilateral, all of that. You should already know that. But I'm saying like the math part of it with the angles. And, yeah, prepare yourself for geometry because it's not easy. It's not easy at all. Like, I think me and my homegirl, we actually really struggled with geometry, but we made it through, you know. Because like, I was kind of smart, you know. And she's like, we both smart, but I'm saying like when it came to geometry, like I was kind of smart, she was kind of smart, you know. Two great minds think alike, so boom, we passed. But yeah, definitely set yourself up for geometry because it's not easy. Second one, y'all sophomore year, please, you should have already started thinking about what colleges you want to go to, but definitely start making a list of what colleges you thinking about applying to. Like, even if it's just like, okay, I'm going to start like naming colleges. Okay, I got 15 right now. We gonna lower it, like we gonna what's it called? We gonna narrow that down to 10 and then to 5. Like each year, like you in high school. Like, okay, I'm gonna start off with 20. Then I'm gonna narrow it down to 15 my sophomore, then 10 my junior, then 5 my senior. Like just get like a list of what colleges you thinking about applying to. Like, not really what you think about going to, because you should be past that stage. Like, you in high school now, so them college applications gonna run up on you quick, fast, and in a hurry. So you definitely need to start, you know, making a list of what colleges you want to apply to. And your sophomore year, you should start taking your SAT and your ACT. That is the best time to take it because it's like you're young, but at the same time, you're not too young. So y'all, like your sophomore year, you should be taking your SAT and ACT at least once or twice each your sophomore year. Now your junior year, you should take it at least once or twice again. But definitely your sophomore year should be the main year that you take, you know, your SAT and ACT. Another thing, sophomore tips. Start looking at scholarships. Like, if you know for sure, like, this is the school that I want to apply to, start looking at what kind of scholarships they offer. Like, are you eligible to receive a full ride? Because those type of scholarships are, like, early. So, you need to start looking at those. So, let me tell y'all about this story time about sophomore year. So, y'all, I went to a new school. My dad transferred me. So I'm going to a new school, y'all. So when I first got to that school, my brother was already there. He was a sophomore. He was a junior. I was a sophomore. So, like, I'm new, but then at the same time, they done see me, like, at their events because I'm there for him. And they be like, oh, you J-Rock little sis? And I'm like, yeah, like, that's me. So, y'all, when I first came to the school, I wasn't cool with nobody. Like, people said I was mean mugging them. I look like I'm just like, yeah, I'm the shit. I run this shit. Like, no. I would never do that. So, I was only cool with boys. And that's because they was homeboys with my brother. Or I knew them before I went. Like, I knew them before I went to Trinity and before Jalen went to Trinity. So, you know, I was cool with my homeboy, you know, Jalen homeboy Swift. And so, y'all, I kid you not, one day, like with us at private school, we could go outside for lunch. So, like, if you want to go outside, you want to sit at the tables, you want to go sit in your car, like, you could do that. So, y'all, I kid y'all not, one day, me and Swift was outside in the truck, in his truck, we was talking. Mind y'all, like, y'all, so when I say Swift is like my brother, like, he's like my brother. I don't look at him like that at all. So, I'm sitting there, like, we chopping it up with all that, and these girls see us. And so, we just looking like, okay, we not doing anything. Like, you my brother, you my little sis. Like, what? And y'all, these girls, they was like, okay, Trent, I see you. I'm like, you see what? What do you see? And it was like, I see this. Like, you over there sucking him up. Girl, not in the school parking lot. No, ma'am. That's nasty. Julia. And me and Swift, we just looking at you. We just busted out laughing because we was like, bro. I'm like, is this really how your school is? He was like, bro, yes, they will make a rumor about you in a heartbeat. I was like, bro, like, they don't even know me, though. And I was like, and the only reason why I'm cool with you is because you cool with my brother. Like, that's weird. He was like, bro, I know. He was like, bro, Trinity, they just weird, bro. Like, they just weird. And I'm like, heck's not like, no. But y'all, that's a funny story time. Like, it ain't bad, but it's just funny. So like, that's nothing rumors. Like, people will make rumors about you. Sometimes they be true, sometimes they don't. But just know people gonna talk about you. You know what I'm saying? My coach Schaffner, she told me, she was like, if people don't hate you or if people don't talk about you, then you're not doing something right. Because if you was doing something right, you're gonna get them something to talk about. Period. All right, so let's get into this junior year. Junior year, for one. Your junior year, it should be one of your easiest years. I think your senior year, it should be your easiest year. But your junior year should be one of them. Like, you shouldn't really be doing anything your junior year except taking your SAT, ACT, start looking at scholarships and, like, schools you're trying to apply for. Physics, if you take physics your junior year, I pray for you because physics is kind of hard. I'm not gonna cap to you, but then at the same time, if you went to my school, you know physics is not it. We cheat our way through physics, and that's on period. I didn't cheat though. I was a smart one. Like, I'm the type of person to where it was like, I didn't cheat. Like, people tried to cheat off me, but I ain't let them. Nah, I didn't cheat. They cheated though. God, they cheated. But like, yeah, just, you know, just start preparing for like college, because like your junior year is gonna fly. Promise y'all, it's gonna fly, because my junior year flew so quickly, you know. And get involved. Like, by your sophomore, junior year, you should be starting to get involved in stuff. Like, your freshman year, I can understand why you wouldn't want to get involved then. But your sophomore and junior, you should be involved. Like, I know with me, when I was a freshman, I played basketball. But, you know, if I could go back, I probably wouldn't have played. But my sophomore year, when I transferred schools, I became a cheerleader. Not only because I was at a new school, but I still wanted to be involved. My junior year, I was a cheerleader. And on top of that, I won Homecoming Princess. I was in student council, so I was doing all of that. So yeah, I was really involved. I was really, like, my school, it wasn't big, like y'all are, like, my school was small, but then at the same time, like, everybody knew who I was. So yeah. So I'm gonna just go ahead and say, like, my junior and my senior year, nothing really happened, because my junior, I was chilling my junior and senior year. Like, I really matured and I was just chilling. Like, I wasn't doing nothing. I was just chilling. Like, I would, you know, of course I was having fun, like, with my friends and stuff, but I didn't really, like, I wasn't really dealing with relationships and stuff when I was a junior. I talked to this one boy, but he was actually a senior, so of course it didn't work out. That's really it. Like, I didn't really do anything my senior year, my junior, like, I was just chilling. Like, the older you get, like, once, like, y'all get older and y'all get, like, you know, your junior, senior, you'll see what I mean by, like, you just be chilling, because you don't be wanting no BS. You just ready to graduate. Period. Oh, I almost forgot. Your junior year, try to take as many classes as you can. Like, I'm not saying, like, overwork yourself, but if it's certain classes you can take, you know, your junior year that you wouldn't have to take your senior year, take it, because that's gonna make your senior year a whole lot easier. Like, I know this dude, he really didn't have a first period, he didn't have a second period, and really didn't have a third period. But he normally didn't get to school till, like, third period. So if you go ahead and you get your classes out the way, it's gonna make your senior year a breeze, to where you could either leave school early or you could show up to school late. Tell y'all, that's gonna help. Like, I promise you, that's gonna help. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay. By the way, it is okay to be late to school. Do not let these teachers fool you. It is okay to be late as a junior or a senior. If you want to stop and get breakfast, stop and get your breakfast. Do not let them fool you. Stop and get your breakfast. Because guess what? Are you going to feed me? No. Eat your breakfast. If you want to get Chick-fil-A in the morning, get Starbucks, Get it. Get it. I promise you. Get it. All right, so the tips for senior year. Have fun. I enjoyed my senior year. My senior year could have went a totally different way, but I chose it because I chose the way I did because I just wanted to be involved. So when I was a sophomore and junior, I was a cheerleader. Well, my senior year, I was a football trainer and I was a basketball trainer. So with the football team, we was always traveling. When I say we had two. It was really only one home game, but we just gonna say two because it was literally up the street. Get involved, have fun. I enjoyed my senior year, especially as a trainer for not only football but basketball too. Have fun because when I was with football, we went to Mississippi. Where we literally went, like, I think it was like over 6,000 miles, So we went through Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, Tennessee, like everything. We went everywhere. And it could have been more if it wasn't for COVID. But we went to Florida, we went to Tallahassee, we went to Knoxville, Tennessee. We went to Clarksdale, Mississippi. We went to what was the other one? Madison Ridgeland. We went there. We just went everywhere. So if I wouldn't have had my senior year any other way. And then with the basketball team, we went to San Antonio, maybe Oklahoma. Y'all, I done forgot. I traveled so much. I was just sometimes ready to get in my bed. I was ready to get in my bed. But yeah, we went to like San Antonio, Oklahoma. I think it was Oklahoma. Don't let me fool y'all, but I think it was Oklahoma. We just went everywhere. Like, we did a lot of traveling. We went to Buc-ee's a lot. Like, y'all, that was like one of my first times really going to Buc-ee's. If you're from Texas, you know about Buc-ee's. Or if you go, like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I had fun my senior year. If y'all have senior activities, go to them. Go to them, because guess what? You are not going to get your senior year back. Your senior year is only going to happen once. So if we gonna have a senior picnic, we gonna have a pool party, we gonna all go out to eat, we gonna go play laser tag, we gonna go to main event. Do it. Because you're not gonna get this time back. I promise you. You're not gonna get this time back. Simple. Another thing for senior year, y'all. Do not tell people your next move. It's okay to tell people where you're thinking about applying to school, but you don't know for sure. That's okay. But don't tell people, oh, I got accepted. Oh, I didn't get accepted. Oh, this is where I'm going. Oh, this is where I'm thinking about going. Oh, I committed. Oh, wait, no, I decommitted. Like, don't tell everybody your next move. Like, my mama told me, it's 3 things people should know: your money, your relationship, and your next move. Nobody should know them 3 things. Like, it's okay. Like, if you got, the 1 or 2 close friends you want to tell, that's cool. But just telling the whole world, no. Like, with me, you really didn't know that I was thinking about going to Clark, or I was even, applying or got accepted into Clark, unless you was close with me. Like, the media didn't know. Like, they didn't know, because I'm not really a social media person anyways. Like, I feel like it's certain stuff I should just keep to myself, or keep in my circle. So it's okay to, like, be quiet about some things. And going, like, where you going to college at, where you think about going, where you think about committing, where you got an offer from, that's okay. Like, keep that on the low. And another thing is relationships. If you get in a relationship in high school and, you thinking we're going to pull through in college, even if y'all go to the same college, it's 9 chances out of 10 not going to work out. Like, it's those few people who get together and they actually last through their college years. It's few people. It's like a 1 out of 10 chance. But I would suggest you not do it, because I'm not saying you're going to be doing, like, single stuff. But at the same time, like, when you go to college, like, you're exploring, like, you that's your time. Like, that's the time when you get to be selfish. Like, you get to focus on you and you only. So I wasn't even worried about a relationship. Now, if you get into a relationship, you know, once you get into college, I wouldn't say your freshman year, but like your sophomore, junior year, maybe even your senior year, that's cool. Cause you damn near grown. Like you damn near grown. Like you can do what you want. But I would not say it in high school. Like I wouldn't say do it, you know, freshman through senior year in high school, and I definitely wouldn't suggest it your freshman year in college. So yeah, it is the end of the video, and I just want to say thank y'all so much for watching. I really appreciate y'all. If y'all like this video, like it, comment, subscribe, all of that. More content coming soon because I'm finna go off to college. I'm finna go off to college. HBCU, CAU. Hey, for y'all that didn't know, yeah, your girl is attending the illustrious Clark Atlanta University. Go Panthers, don't play. So coming soon, once we get down to the A, we will be vlogging at HBCU Life. So get ready for it, because when we do it, like, periods, don't play with us. HBCUs are the move. So yeah, once I get off to college, this HBCU vlog, it's finna go crazy. We finna go crazy. So yeah, but if y'all like the video, like, comment, subscribe, tell me how y'all feel, leave it in the comment section, follow me on social media. All my socials are dropped down below, and yeah, I will see y'all later.